If you thought the Christmas Day airstrikes in Sokoto were a one-time holiday gift from President Donald Trump, you need to sit down and listen very carefully. The United States is not packing up and going home. In fact, they are just getting started. The headline you are seeing is 100% accurate. We have just received confirmation that another wave of airstrikes is on the table, and the mission has officially shifted from just fighting terrorism to a specific controversial goal: ending the slaughtering of Christians in Nigeria. This is no longer just a rumor. It is coming directly from top US officials who are close to the White House. We are going to break down exactly what Congressman Riley Moore said, why he's calling the recent bombings just the first step, and what this new Trump doctrine means for the bandits and terrorists hiding in our forests. If you want to stay ahead of the mainstream media and understand the real reason American fighter jets are suddenly flying over northern Nigeria, please do me a massive favor and smash that like button right now. It helps us push this video to more Nigerians who need to know what is coming. And if you are not part of the family yet, click that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell. You cannot afford to be asleep when the next strike hits. So, let's look at the facts. On Christmas Day, the US military carried out what they called precision strikes against ISIS-affiliated militants in northwest Nigeria. The Nigerian government was quick to say, "We gave them the intel. It was a joint operation against terrorists." They tried to make it sound like a standard military partnership, but the narrative coming out of Washington is completely different. US Congressman Riley Moore, a key ally of President Trump, who has been pushing for aggressive action in Nigeria, dropped a bombshell. He warned the terrorists, "Do not test President Trump's resolve." Moore confirmed that the Christmas strike was just the first step. Let that sink in. The first step. That means there's a second step, a third step, and possibly a full-blown campaign coming. He stated clearly that the president is focused on ending the slaughter of Christians. This specific choice of words is very important. For years, the Nigerian government has tried to frame the violence in the north as a resource conflict or general banditry affecting Muslims and Christians alike. But Trump and his team are not buying that anymore. They view it as a targeted religious cleansing, and they are here to stop it with force. Congressman Riley Moore, who represents West Virginia, has been shouting about this for months. He is the one who pushed for Nigeria to be designated as a country of particular concern. Now, he is effectively the mouthpiece for this new military strategy. He said the US will no longer stand by while believers are slaughtered. This means that any group, whether it's Boko Haram, ISWAP, or even the so-called unknown gunmen or bandits that is found attacking a church or a Christian community, is now a direct target for a Tomahawk cruise missile. The rules of engagement have changed overnight. This brings us to the terrifying part for the people living in these zones. If the US is planning another airstrike, where will it be? The Christmas strikes hit Sokoto. Will the next one hit Zamfara, Kaduna, Benue? The bandits are known to use human shields. If the Americans are determined to end the slaughter, are they willing to risk collateral damage? We saw reports that the Christmas strikes might have hit farmlands, but Washington is calling them a decimated success. This disconnect between what happens on the ground and what is reported in the White House is dangerous. We also have to talk about the Nigerian government's position. President Tinubu and his foreign minister, Yusuf Tuga, are in a very tight spot. They need the US firepower because our military is overstretched, but they are terrified from the backlash from the north. You've heard Sheikh Gumi calling Nigerians stupid for supporting this. You've heard the anger from those who say this is a Christian crusade led by Trump. By confirming that the goal is specifically to protect Christians, Riley Moore has just made it very hard for the Nigerian government to pretend this is a neutral operation. They are now caught between a rock and a hard place: accept the help and anger the North, or reject the help and anger Trump. And we all know Trump does not take rejection well. He threatened to go in guns ablaze if the killing didn't stop, and he meant it. This another airstrike warning is also a signal to the bandits. Riley Moore is essentially telling them, "We are watching you from the sky." The US military has moved assets into the region. They are using drones, satellites, and advanced intelligence. The era of bandits riding in convoys of 50 motorcycles in broad daylight might be over, because a Hellfire missile doesn't care how fast you are riding. But I want to ask you, the viewer, Is this focus on protecting Christians the right approach? Does it ignore the thousands of Muslim victims who are also killed by these same terrorists? Or do you think it is about time someone stood up specifically for the persecuted Christians in Nigeria? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I really want to hear your perspective on this first step statement. The coming days are going to be critical. We are watching the skies over the north. If Riley Moore is right, we should expect another operation very soon. It might be tonight, it might be on New Year's Eve, but one thing is certain: the slaughter is now a priority for the most powerful military in the world, and they are not asking for permission. If you found this update informative, please smash that like button. It really supports the channel. And if you haven't subscribed, click that subscribe button now. We will be here to break the news of the next airstrike the moment it happens. Stay safe, stay vigilant, and remember, when the elephant fights, the grass suffers.